Hey, what's up, guys? My fellow graveyard playing enthusiasts. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck. I've been playing this one a lot lately. It's actually the one I've been playing the most, just because I enjoy graveyard-based strategies, you know? And that's why I've spent so much time with Athreos and Carador, because I just enjoy it. Today's deck is going to be Meren of Clan Toth. 2 black green, you get a 3/4. Obviously, it's a legendary human shaman. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, end step, I don't know why I said upkeep, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. One of the things I like the most about Meren is it kind of sucks she's 4 mana, because you obviously want her in play as often as possible, and your opponent will obviously not want her in play as often as possible. So I've had many games where I'm paying 12 or 14 mana to bring her back, because she's great. And she unfortunately has to sit there and get to your end step before she really does anything. Doesn't matter how many experience counters you have. So you kind of have to protect her, but when you hit that end step, it's so nice. You get a card back, period. Now, if it's cheaper than the number of experience counters you have, it comes into play, otherwise it goes to your hand, but you still get a card back, and I love that a lot. So, it's obviously a black-green deck, Graveyard Shenanigans. Take a look at that. I sort my decks. Clearly I didn't sort this one. Awesome. I should have checked on that before I started this video. Okay, hang on. Let me sort my deck out some, and yeah, we'll get back to it. Alright, good thing the deck was all sorted out. Don't have to worry about that. That would look terrible if I had to stop the video and sort it. So here we are. We got black. We got Viscera here. It's a sack outlet. Yeah, the scry's just gravy. Withered Wretch, because lately I've really been hating graveyard-based plays. And I'm aware that it's kind of what I do a lot. I have at least 3 decks that play in the graveyard, but I don't like when the opponent does it. So Withered Wretch hates their grave. Reassembling Skeleton, something you can keep sacking. Same with the cockroaches. It's gotten to the point I've played this so many times that I just call it bugs. You know. Let's see. Non-token creature dies, you draw a card. When you sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Card advantage, obviously very important. There's another sack outlet, but it's also kind of removal for some small utility type creatures. We got Fallen Angels, another sack outlet, but also a game finisher. Mikaeus is really cool. If anybody didn't already know about Mikaeus, I mean, like, you really should, but he's $20 for a reason, you know? It's really nice. Shriek Maw, because I do enjoy invoking it really over anything, because it's a terror if you evoke it, but no flash, so you got to do it sorcery speed, unfortunately. But you can bring it back with Meren, and nothing better than, you know, bringing back a Shriek Maw, evoke it, and then it goes to the grave, and then you bring it back, you evoke it, and, you know, I mean, bring it back to your hand. So early on, you know, there's something. Champion of Stray Souls is not something that I have played yet. It's something I put in, and I never draw it, unfortunately, so I haven't had any experience with it, but it is a sack outlet that does a lot of things, so, and he can bring himself back from the grave, too. More card advantage, Grave Titan, because who doesn't love Grave Titan? The Butcher of Malakir, I'm sacrificing a lot of creatures, so, you know, you wanna, yeah. Grave Pact effects are awesome with Meren. Sepulchral Primordial. This guy. The Primordial, I can do no problem. I don't know, is it Sepulchral? Whatever. Steal stuff from the opponent's graveyard, so it's more graveyard hate for them. Plus, he's a 5/4 Intimidate, and you can, you know, hit them with whatever big creature they have. Shieldred's removal, that brings back stuff from my graveyard as well. Oversold Cemetery, bring back stuff from my graveyard. With all the creatures I throw away, this is not hard to have active. Demonic Tutor, because tutors are great. Card draw, it's black. We gotta take life, or we gotta go and you know, sacrifice creatures to get our cards here. And let's just go ahead and move this. Phyrexian Arena, same deal. Card draw. Spot removal for Planeswalkers, mostly. Black-green, you don't have a lot of great removal for, well, I shouldn't say it like that, because black has some of the best removal. But Planeswalkers. So, you know, I that's why that's in here. Then I have attrition, you know, it's unfortunately non-black creature. So same with Shriek Maws, non-black, non-artifact. I believe it has the non-artifact clause on there. Just want to flip through, double check. Non-artifact, non-black. Yeah, so it is literally terror at sorcery speed. Grave Pact, that's my main form of removal. It's Dictate of Erebos, because more Grave Pact effects, that makes 3 of them total. Don't mind me just trying to grab the card and fail and lock an idiot. Swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, 9 swamps. A Bajuka Bog, because more Grave Hate. And an Urborg, because black is very important in here, but so is green. With Urborg down, it turns all forests into dual lands. So, obviously, you play Urborg. Set that aside. Onto the green section. I have, is it Sakura Tribe Elder? Sakura Tribe Elder? I hear both. I call it Sakura Tribe Elder. This is a great card, period. You know, it was great back when it was standard legal. It probably gets played in modern decks. You know, it's played EDH like crazy. It's a great card. That being said, with what it does, I don't play other cards like it. Probably should. I see a lot of Meren builds that have Wood Elves and other Wood Elf type creatures that go and get lands, but I just don't. Just that guy. Scavenging Ooze, Grave Hate, Eternal Witness. Yavimaya Elder is the closest thing I get to doing Sakura Tribe Elder, and that's about it. But I do like him because he can sacrifice himself, so that's nice. Reclamation Sage, because I think this is a green staple now, because it's like Acidic Slime, except this destroys a land. This is just Artifact or Enchantment, but, you know, a little bit more expensive. You get that land clause, which I never really do, but that's why I don't play Strip Mine in any of my decks, because land destruction in EDH is not a thing for me. Maybe I should make a land destruction deck. I bet that would be really annoying. Green Warden of Murasa, when he comes into play, you get a card back from your graveyard. Well, if I just keep bringing him back every turn, it's stupid annoying. Hornet Queen, I really fell in love. I just kind of threw it in on a whim. But for 7 mana, you get 5 flying Death Touch creatures, 1 slightly bigger than the other 4. It's grave based, so I mean, you keep bringing it back. It's awesome. Avenger of Zendikar is another one that I really like. I mean, it makes tokens. You can make your tokens bigger so they can swing, or you can just, you know, sack them. It's fodder. Craterhoof Behemoth, I have not drawn in this deck yet with how much I've played it, but I mean, with all those tokens, it's awesome. But that's not really why he's in here. He's in here because I can keep bringing him back and playing him over and over again. Yeah, that's always nice. Woodfall Primus is destruction on a stick. Big fat stick. Fence post. Terastodon, same deal. Worldspine Worm is something I've often overlooked, and now that's not cheap anymore. It's unfortunate. But I did buy one when they were cheap. I think at their low point they were like $2, 3 something. Yeah, now they've gone up, but Worldspine Worm is 11 for a 15/15 trample, which is already stupid good. But then when it dies, you get tokens, and it's awesome. The only thing I don't like about it is that when it goes to the graveyard, you cannot reanimate it in any way, which makes sense, but it's still worth having in there. We got Evolutionary Leap is a sack outlet with a tutor ability in it. Cultivate. Kodama's Reach probably should have been behind Cultivate, but whatever. Beast Within, one of the best green removal spells. We got Awakening Zone, Vicinity, Draw. Birthing Pod makes tokens, and with how many things I'm killing, I can always change the pod. It's very nice. Explosive Vegetation. From Beyond is more tokens. We have Garruk. Something I thought I would do with Garruk is make a lot of beast tokens to sacrifice. I don't. Usually when I play him, I just -3 instantly to draw cards. But, you know, everybody plays how they want to play. God damn it. I do like how you can make tokens, but the drawing cards in green is super nice. Forest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a Dryad Arbor, which is also a forest. But it's a creature, and it's a free sack. With Meren, if you have no experience, and this is in your graveyard, you could still get something back. That's kind of why it's in there. Plus, late game, it's, you know, if I had it sitting there in my land section, it's a creature I can sacrifice. We got, for the multicolor, Yared, I don't know. He's a Golgari Lich Lord. I hear Jared, Yared, Gerard. I hear all sorts of things for him. I have won games because of this guy, because he flings other creatures, and it's nice to do. 3 mana to do it, and I've done it after I've played Craterhoof Behemoth, because when you play Craterhoof Behemoth, you at least get X's number of creatures you control. You can at least get, if you just these 2+2+2, you could throw it with Jared. And then, you know, with all the different things to bring it back, you can just do it again next turn. And it's mana intensive, but, you know, I think it's a good play. I've won decks because of this guy flinging creatures. Creekwood Liege makes tokens, and he's a lord of sorts, color lord. Savra, how do you not? You're sacrificing a lot of creatures. You know, it's good. Lord of Extinction is just so damn big. No abilities on him, but he's big. Sisters of Stone Death. I was flipping through and I thought this needed a home, and it's just really cool card. And since you can make them block, you can also just flat out remove from the game creature blocking or blocked by the Sisters of Stone Death. And then a card that was removed with the Sisters, you can bring it into play under your control. It's very mana intensive, like that last combo I mentioned, but you know, 8 for a 7/5 is fair. And then those 3 abilities I really enjoy. Mostly all I've done is the greens and just make people block them. And the black-green, I've never really stolen anything with it, but you know, it's good removal. They have like a Blightsteel. You know, I'll attack with Sisters, make the Blightsteel block it, and then remove it from the game. It doesn't kill, so indestructible isn't a factor. Green-black removal is kind of scarce as far as the green-black section, is what I meant to say earlier. Black has great removal, obviously. But Abrupt Decay, straight non-land permanent with mana cost 3 or less. Most utility artifacts are 3 or less. Crystal Ball, Lightning Greaves with a Boots. Maelstrom Pulse, yes, it destroys a non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name. So you very rarely get more than 1 card out of it, but it destroys a non-land permanent. So you can destroy tokens and remove a token army. But generally, it only does 1 card. I have had a game or 2 where I play it, destroy something the opponent had, and it destroyed the other opponent's same one, 3-player game, and it was awesome. Putrefy is great removal. Death Reap Ritual is something a lot of people don't like, but I enjoy it because, you know, Morbid, you get to draw a card. A lot of my stuff dies a lot, so you know, card advantage is always good. Vraska just needed a home, and so here she is. But 5 to do an instant destroy, not instant, but immediate destroy target non-land permanent, I like a lot. Did her ultimate once, and it was awesome because I actually got to keep her, so I kept building her up. My friend just kept blocking the tokens till finally he just shot him down, and that was unfortunate. But then we got Garruk, Apex Predator, just removal and tokens. He's awesome for the deck. And if you happen to get him high enough, he's a lord, so you can go ahead and win that way. This is a slow, grindy kind of deck. At least that's how the games have been for me. Lands, we got Woodland Cemetery, Golgari Guildgate, Tainted Wood, Bayou, Overgrown Tomb, Golgari Rot Farm, Jungle Hollow, Llanowar Waste, Temple of Malady, Pine Barrens, and then the artifacts. We got Solemn Simulacrum, because you have to put him in anything that's graveyard-based. Or Blink, he's just great. Duplicant, same deal. Wormcoil Engine, same deal. It That Betrays is something that I don't see a lot of people doing, but whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, you get it. With 3 different Grave Pact abilities, I think it's awesome inclusion, even though I've never used it. Plus, he's got an Annihilator, so you don't need those other things down. Skull Clamp goes in just about any deck, because it's draw. Mimic Vat makes tokens of all sorts of different things. This, I threw in, I haven't used it yet, but it makes 3 Eldrazi tokens that can sacrifice themselves, so that's very nice. Use it, play Meren, and then you just sack those 3 tokens for no good reason, and then you have 3 experience instantly. This one's another sack to draw a card. This one's sack for gaining life. The life, I don't care. It's an easy sack outlet. And then obviously Terramorphic Expanse, Evolving Wilds. Bant Panorama. That's a joke that my friends go ahead and do, and we just kind of say stuff weird. Like Cathedral's Cat Theater. And then a Blighted Woodland. So, I enjoy the deck a lot because I love grave-based effects. This one's had a lot more work done on it as opposed to other decks I have, like Niv Mizzet that I've had for so long. And that deck is just so bad. Like really bad. But I enjoy Meren. Meren's fun for me. I just love the grave effects. So that's my Meren of Clan Nell Toth deck. If you have any suggestions, the deck is very, very packed full of things. I mean, there are the few cards that I am trying to test, but if I take them out, then how am I testing them? But if you got any suggestions, I'd be more than happy to take a look at them and have a discussion about some Meren combos that exist. If you like my deck, go ahead, copy it. I don't care. I'm not going to be upset about that at all. Not like I'm the only one playing a Meren deck. Leave a like if you do like it, though. That'd be great. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time.